Madame Rajavi, dear friends, it is a real great honor for this delegation and for me to be here in this magnificent gathering tonight, a gathering which I consider a milestone very close to the achievement of a free Iran. We bring our unswerving support to you, Madame Rajavi, and to all freedom fighters in Iran in the fight for regime change in Iran. We are here to tell you our profound admiration for the values you are defending, not only in the interest of the Iranian people, but in the interest of all humanity. Our unconditional support to President-elect Rajavi and to PMO MEC is even more determined now that a desperate and failing theocracy is trying to enroll also Reza Pahlavi Jr., the son of a dictator, the last Shah of Iran. They are trying to enroll him among the friends of this criminal regime. From his golden exile, the son of the last and discredited rule of Iran speaks against the only and truly democratic resistance, which is the PMO MEC. Is it a family revenge? Is it anger because of the fight for democracy and freedom that the Mujahideen have always pursued against the dictator first and the mullah regime after? We refuse to fall in this new trap of the regime. A large part of the Italian society is convinced that being with you means to be on the right side of history. In preparation of this grand gathering, 38 Italian senators have issued a declaration of support to the Iranian people for the uprising, for their resistance against the regime, and for their fight for freedom and democracy. And Senator, my friend Roberto Rampi, will explain what was the initiative of the Italian Senate in preparation of this gathering. But let me quote just a couple of sentences of that declaration, which says, "It is nearly 4 decades that the religious dictatorship ruling Iran has been denounced for its continuous and gross violation of human rights. More than 120,000 Iranian defenders of democracy have been arbitrarily detained, tortured, and executed. More than 30,000 political prisoners were massacred in the summer of 1988. And those perpetrators must be brought to justice." That says this large group of Italian senators.
Grazie tante.
Madame Rajavi has recently said, "From the outset, the regime was at war with the people of Iran. All the other wars have been designed to cover up this main conflict, but these wars are not indication of the regime's strength. They are an indication that no government has ever attempted to prevent the regime belligerence. Time for action has come. A new era for regional and global security arises from the shores of the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. Americans and Europeans need to test their common will and fundamental values together to prove their commitment. No better opportunity exists than an active, strong support to the Iranian resistance for a regime change in Iran." Thank you.